A very good morning to you. Welcome to K24 This Morning. My name is Mungala Mbuvi, and this being a Thursday, we're here to talk about relationships, and in specific, we're here to talk about love. And that is why I have a beautiful panel with me to discuss tips on how to find love, tips on finding love, tips on falling in love, tips on, you know what, all matters love. Grace Kariuki, our resident counselor, karibu tena sana. How are you doing?
Good.
You're fantastic.
Very
all right. We also have Anthony Mutwiri, right?
Yes.
Nice. Kidogo nipite jina ingine hapo hivyo.
It's Anthony Mutwiri.
Anthony Mutwiri.
Yes.
Good morning and welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
And your lovely wife, Mweni Mutwiri. Ama hiyo Mutwiri bado hujakuwa. Unajua nasikia siku hizi mademu kata hizi majina.
Well, niko na option ya kukataa.
Hakuna.
But it's Elaine Mweni Mutwiri.
Elaine Mweni Mutwiri.
Yes.
All right. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Absolutely lovely to have you. So I'll go straight to the point and just ask about love. Have you two found love, ama you're just persevering with each other? Unajua wanasemanga marriage ni kuvumilia. Yeah. So I will start with you, Anthony, so that unajua nasikianga they're the final.
Yes. Trust me. And that is the reason why I think I found love.
Yeah.
Because I understand such logistics.
Are you just saying this because you're under duress? Are you saying this because unajua ukiongea mbaya ukienda home leo?
Because I've learned better.
Okay.
Well, I would say I've found love.
Yeah.
And I've found love in this lovely lady here.
Right.
We have been married for 1 year now. And it has been awesome, I have to say.
Yeah.
And finding the love was not an easy journey. So to stick to your answer is yes, I have found love.
Before you okay, a year of marriage, that's awesome.
Yes.
But before you got married,
Yes.
how long had you dated?
We had dated for 5 years. 5 years.
Yani mweni.
I have a PhD in love.
Yani for 5 years he was just taking you around in circles, ama?
Yeah, you see, for the 5 years, it's not that it was constant dating for the 5 years. It was on and off.
Right.
We were actually, I was in campus first year. He was finishing campus fourth year.
All right.
So yeah, I can say we saw each other, we loved each other.
Are you sure you did not love him because you just saw mse ako fourth year, huyu atamaliza alafu apate job mbele yangu, so huyu ndio anakuwa anani sponsor?
Well, to some level alikuanga sponsor.
Hey, finally there's a lady who has admitted that we are nothing but sponsored.
Well, but I think what really attracted me to him was the way he actually carried himself.
All right.
Kuna venye mwanaume anajibeba, unajua wenyewe hapa there's some future in this guy. So I think that is actually what attracted me to him.
Ukisema venye anajibeba, is it because of, like I see he has classy shoes, you know, a classy suit? Was it is it you know, he was a classy dude, or you know, the way he spoke and the things he said, or what was it you know, specifically that captured you?
Okay, let's not go to the attire. I think hizo time
alikuwa
amechapa kidogo.
Brother.
Well, just joking.
Yeah,
but I can say it's from the way he used to talk. You see, when somebody talks, you can see that this guy is actually has a future.
So he had content in
he had
okay.
content in what he was saying.
Okay.
He actually was thinking big. He was thinking outside the box.
Right.
Thinking about, as in now, the future, not thinking about here. He had an end goal in mind.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So you found love. For you, we can say the same thing.
Yes.
He said he found love, you found love.
Yes,
all right.
I found love.
Grace, is this a classic case of the kawaida Kenyan lovey-dovey couple? Ama hii ni exceptional?
I would say that I want to say probably there is some exception to it because of the fact that I'm hearing them, they found love through values. You see, you were talking about vile alikuwa anajibeba, how he presented himself. He had goals. He looked like he's somebody who's dreaming big. He wasn't just, and I'm thinking campus guys, you are in your 20 to 24 years old.
Yes. Yes.
So a lot of times during that period of time, you don't find that many serious young men.
Right.
You know, they are out to have a good time and to do all that young men will be doing. But when you find somebody at that age who has a solidness, towards themselves, you fall in love with that.
Yeah.
But then again, you want to kind of look at also the woman. What kind of a woman is this? What is she looking for?
Yeah.
You know, she's looking for a good time. She's not looking to settle down or any. So she's not looking for those values. She's looking for a guy who's sharp, who has money, who will give me a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So for you, Anthony,
Yes.
because obviously she's not the first lady you met in your entire dating life.
Very true.
But what made you settle down and say, you know what, I think it's Elaine. Wacha niachane naye. Hizi zingine wacha zikwende. What captured you? Yeah, amesema you had content, you had character.
Yes.
Wewe ni nini ulicheki?
Well, movie, I'll be very honest first. Number one, it is the beauty.
Okay.
Every man is attracted physically first
Ningekuwa
before.
karibu naye ningekufist bump.
Yeah, because you see, as a man, you don't just, you can't see character, you can't see behaviors outright.
Right.
It was the beauty first. She was very beautiful, and the way she, well, then she was very beautiful. When I look at those photos, though, I actually wonder, life has
Careful,
been,
my friend.
life has been good.
You know, after this,
I am
unaenda
planning
nyumbani
to
peke
sleep in
yenu.
my bed today. I will not sleep in the sitting room. So yes, when I saw this beautiful girl, and I decided, you know what, I have seen other beautiful girls, but let me approach this girl and actually hear what is it that she has extra or different from the rest. And when we started talking, I actually saw someone who has been raised in a I don't know how to put it, not in a godly manner, but in a good upbringing.
Yes.
Somebody who I would want to have a mature conversation with.
Right.
And actually talk about the future, not just party after party. Somebody who we can build a family with.
Right.
But then you don't pursue that immediately. So first I started courtship, and she was the hardest girl because most of my friends had to get.
Who you sasa who you?
Hush. You know, all my friends were also trying to see whether
To
she
score.
would. Yes. So she was really hard to get. You have to book an appointment to see her. And she was living in this bad hostel. So I was really trying. So apart from the nice aura that she gave me, I actually come to learn that she also comes from a very good upbringing.
Okay.
You see, you don't have to come from a rich background. She's very humble from where she has been and where she is.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, this is the
Someone
woman that I
click.
would want to have in my life.
So let me ask you something, Elaine. Why were you giving him a hard time? Is it the classic woman of, wacha tuone kama atanichase? Ama wewe ulikuwa tu, boy please.
Well, I think there were 3 things that were making me become a very hard person. Number one, I'll start with him. He was very, very hard as well. I think the first time I saw him, we were in the canteen, and he actually looked at me and he gave me the stare. He didn't even say hi to me. He said hi to my friend, and then he left. So you see, for me now I come to understand, kumbe pia alikuwa nafanya hivyo, it was a plan. He was actually doing it for me to actually see and know pia ako interested.
Okay.
But apart from that, because unajua madem kuingia box haraka, unajua there was that mentality that ukiingia box haraka we ni cheap, we ni nini. So I didn't want to show him that.
Hard to get.
Yeah.
Like unataka namba yangu, sikupatii chukua mbeki yangu. Tulianza kuongea naye.
Nilipewa mpaka Twitter. Nilipewa Twitter, Facebook. I even got a shoe size. Let her not lie.
Well, and of course, at that time, I was actually in a relationship, and I had not broken off with the other person. So we were just on and off. So I was not sure if I wanted to actually engage myself in another relationship.
Okay.
So after I actually broke off with the other person I was dating, that's when now I became a little bit easier and softer to him.
Did you know that part when you were pursuing her?
No, actually, when I was pursuing her, I didn't know.
Yeah.
But I later came to know that this is why, because I was given an ultimatum of 90 days.
Yes.
There is no me coming to your place.
Yes.
There is no hookups.
Wait, she gave you an ultimatum?
Yes. Whether if I won't hold up to 90 days of waiting for her, I better step off. and find somebody else.
Okay.
So she told me, I'll give you 90 days. We
Yes.
are not going to, I'm not going to come to your
Did
place.
you guys mark it on a calendar? Like literally 1st of January?
My friend, I was counting.
He was counting.
I was counting
Yeah.
because, you know, when you've had other girlfriends
Yeah.
and they come to your place, you cook together and everything. Now this girl is telling me she's not coming to my place.
And she
wondering,
also said you would
what
go
is-
to hers.
No going to her place, no meeting in enclosed areas where
Yes.
it's just the two of us. If we're meeting publicly where I cannot do my stunts because I was very
Hakuna cha
courageous then.
temptations hapa.
I don't know what happens with young guys in campus. They're very courageous. Very, very courageous. So I was very courageous. I was like, aish,
Yes.
I will kiss you in public. What do you mean?
Kwani iko
Yeah,
nini?
kwani iko nini? Mimi, furthermore, nani ananipikia kwa nyumba? Nobody.
Yes.
So she told me 90 days, it's you and me just getting to know each other.
Right.
And me getting to understand you. So by then, apparently she was now breaking up the other relationship, which was on and off anyway.
This time, all this time, you didn't know there was someone
I didn't know there was
else.
somebody
Okay.
else.
Okay.
I didn't know there was somebody else. But I later she actually came clean later on and said, and actually I'm just from another
Bad
relationship.
situation, yeah.
But I hope ours will prosper.
Last longer, yeah.
So actually at some point I thought, I am the
Rebound.
I am the rebound. So here I am, it's in and out, boss.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was ready for in and out. I know, Appa, she will come, we'll have a good time, and then she will be
I
like,
know
hey,
it.
psh, on to the serious one now.
Yeah.
Yes.
But actually things didn't turn out like that. Yeah.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Grace, a few things I've picked out from that conversation because you can tell for her she was in a situationship that she wasn't sure. And I mean, it's a classic tale of, I think a lot of people, even the ones who are watching right now, they're probably in a similar situation.
Right.
What do you think, in probably your opinion, what she was trying to get out or in the other relationship, trying to see that this one can work, is that something that happens often?
Oh yeah, a lot of times, and now there is I like what you did, because what she did, she set boundaries for herself. It may look like she was setting boundaries for him. But it's for herself. She said, sisi wasichana tukiingia, we enter, you know, very quickly. And so she set boundaries for herself so that she can make sure that that she's clean. It's almost like providing a clean break.
Yeah.
Now, at the age of those early 20s, we tend to do that quite a bit because we are still trying to figure out, even for ourselves, what we want. So we don't even know how love looks like. So you are here with this one, and so you are transitioning. It's almost like a transitioning, and I can understand how he felt.
Yeah. Oh,
You
yes.
know, that, okay, now this girl is in transition. You remember there was a time we had a show here, and we were told, don't date 22-year-olds.
Yeah, the ages between 19 and 24. Avoid.
Because they have not figured out, so they are trying to find themselves, and so they are not serious. And that is from one person to another. We cannot generalize that to everybody.
True.
I really love the idea of recognizing that I am in this age, I'm looking for a serious relationship. I need to look back and set boundaries for myself going forward. I need to identify what I'm looking for, but I also need to define who I am and who the person I am going to attract is going to be. Yeah, most of the times we are just going with the flow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anthony, again,
Yes.
coming back to you, obviously by the time you saw her and you were like, what? It's a fly chick.
Yeah.
Were you in a relationship? Had you just broken off? Or were you just the kawaida campo single guy?
I was actually broken off.
Kuna mtu alikudump?
I don't know, it was a complicated relationship where the future was not so bright.
Okay.
Because we were having a different religion and different, so it was a bit tricky to actually float this to the parents and to her side as well.
Okay.
So we actually broke off at a very good point because we
Mutual
sat down
agreement,
and,
yeah.
and discussed, you know what, there is nowhere we are going after 2-3 years. You would want something serious, and I cannot give you that. So I just broken off with my then girlfriend.
Yeah.
So I was a free agent. And I had actually told my friends, you know what, I am not getting into any other relationship. Now I'm a free agent. the ladies who want dinner, dates, and everything, I am the guy. I'm the to-go guy, ready to mingle.
Yes.
You want us to go to Naivasha? Ready.
Vasha things.
Vasha things. You want? Where do you
Cheers,
want
Baba.
to? Party after party. Full time.
In your closet kuna mali kuna tu Cheers Baba shorts.
Cheers,
to
Baba,
cool kid
and the cool kid jackets,
Oh my
and
God.
the vests, and the nice vest, the Cheers, Baba. Let's chapa a quick one to Vasha, then we'll end in Kuja. Yes, so I was actually a free agent, and when I saw her, I actually thought, okay, maybe she would want to go to Vasha.
So for you, when you saw her, you were just approaching a beautiful chick. You're not thinking
yes.
that, sasa huyu
Very
tunafanya
true.
harusi.
Absolutely. You know, I was not looking actually for a girlfriend to marry,
Right.
or a wife at that matter. I was looking for just somebody to have a good time with.
All right.
That's when I noticed, this girl is actually very beautiful. And that is now how it
How
started.
it started.
Yes.
So how long into the relationship
Yes.
did you actually realize, my God, she might actually be the one?
That is 3 years later, I have to say.
No.
3 years later.
Boss ulikuna yani for 3 years.
3 years
ulikuwa
later,
unataka
I was
demu
just trying. You dip your leg inside. Kidogo, you're like, And then, relationships are not rosy as people might find it on Instagram or on Facebook. Oh, we are always smiling and everything.
We'll get to the thorny part
Yes.
of the roses. But Mweni, when you linked up with him, how long into the relationship? First of all, when you got into this, did he reveal all that my ex, there's this, we couldn't, like things were not working, there was no future, did he really reveal all that? Ama yeye alikuanga tu ule msee wa bebuko na kam?
Well, I think for men, men are not open. As long as you're not vulnerable with him, he's not likely to be open with you. So I think until we got to that point where we were vulnerable with each other, that's when I got to understand that there was this lady, there was this other lady. But you see, from here, from having to know that there were ladies before you,
Right.
there are questions you're supposed to ask the man.
For instance?
For instance, I used to ask, who is this? Because when somebody is dating, like he said, there's Instagram photos, so I used to stalk him. I used to ask, who is this? Who is this? Who is
Wait,
this?
you'd actually go through his Instagram?
Yes.
Yani you would go into his Instagram and go like...
yes,
Uni
nani. And then you see, I think he's such a social person.
Right.
So he takes so many photos with so
Namadem.
many ladies.
Namadem, okay.
So I think the questions were like, we're going from udem ni nani, from udem ni nani, evil. And then from there, you get to achieve what you want to know.
Right.
And then from there, that's when I came to realize that he's from a previous relationship, of course, with a girl with a different religion, which was actually not permissible to both sides of the parents.
Okay.
And then after that, that's when he told me that maybe he'd want us to actually get into something serious. Yeah.
So how long was it into after the 90 days, or was it during the 90 days?
Well, I think he has said 3 years, but I think for ladies it's quite different. Mine was not that long.
How long was it for
I
you?
think after 1 year, I was already done. I was already gone. I had fallen. I had actually gotten into the box,
Yes.
taken the key and swallowed it. Like
Wait.
he mentioned, I gave him my shoe size, Instagram page. I think I was just sold. Yeah, because there's a way he talks. He sells himself to a point whereby you cannot actually miss to actually like him.
Okay.
He's very likable.
Clearly this chick loves you.
Njoni nyote
Yani
mliolemewa.
hakuna nilikuwa nangoja kusikia, he's
Nani
come
nitawapa
home late,
advice?
like he would call me when he's drunk, like any flawless. But I think ulicheza hii game.
Yeah, boss.
Ulicheza hii game.
Boss.
Grace, you can tell clearly Mweni up head over heels.
Yes.
What? So let me ask you, on behalf of her and of course of all the ladies, Hasha said that a year into this, she was already
Yes.
smitten. Yeye alikuwa amejua this is going to be the father of my kids.
Yes.
Huyu ndiye analeta ng'ombe kwetu hata kama hana ng'ombe. Ama kwenye usini Meru, Mira.
Yes.
Sasa
Basha mani baita murumiju.
Murumba Mira. Yani kama mbaya. Ndio huko kambani by the way. We don't mind. But anyway.
Kentank.
Yeah.
For ladies, like, is there something that happens psychologically that they I don't know, they accept situations faster, because for him, 3 years. I mean,
I know.
and after 3 years of a relationship, he would have walked
That's
away.
when you accept.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
True.
You know, the interesting thing is that we do have men who also are like women. They get in very quickly.
Yeah.
But in the general, women, we are socialized that we have this kind of lifetime kind of the way things are supposed to be.
Right.
So it's expected that once you get to campus, you get into a job and you get married.
Yeah.
And so normally when you go to campus, most of the ladies who are there, well, I will say most of them, even the ones who are not really seriously looking for the husband, they are also looking for to be made a wife and a mother.
Yeah.
You know, so ladies will be in different spaces along that spectrum of finding the identity as a woman and as a mother. So as a wife and as a mother. So it's something that is ingrained in us, so that when we get into relationships, by the 6 months, the 6th month of the relationship, we are beginning to think, what is he thinking? Our friends are beginning to ask us.
Yeah.
So amesemaje? You know, so there is that societal pressure that happens, but also personal, and the way that we are raised and the way that we are. So we are actually set up for that. That's why I love that what you said. 3 months, no sleepovers, no cooking
No
for
visiting.
you, no wifey duties.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and don't come to mind.
Yeah.
I used to have a roommate when she started dating her husband. We were both in our late 30s.
Right.
And the husband was 35, she was I think 37 or something.
Yeah.
They used to have rules. They were written. I would go to her room and she has these yellow stickies.
Yeah.
No
All over the
hands
walls.
under clothes, no sleeping on, not sitting on the bed, no all these things. Why? Because she had
To remind
already she had already understood who she was
Okay.
and how quickly she could get into this. That the moment I enter into your house, I'm not leaving. I'll wash your clothes every day. I'll wash your floors and I will cook for you.
Yes.
Because that's the way we are mentored, that you are supposed to take care of the men.
Yes.
Now, this is the thing I see on social media a lot.
Yes.
Wife material. How do they say that? Yeah, how will I know you are wife material? And I'm thinking to
If
myself,
you cook for
come
me
on.
ugali vizuri, then your wife material, Grace.
Yes, how does a newborn baby know how to breastfeed?
It's instinct.
Exactly. So there is no need of this whole thing that I'm going to test you out. Oh, if you cannot come and live in my house, there is no way I'm going to know whether you are your wife material. Let me say to the young men who are listening to us, women, we are socialized that way.
Okay.
Now, this is the thing. There are specific things once we become wives that maybe their preferences. Me, I don't like to iron clothes. So that is not necessarily mean that I am not wife material.
Yeah.
It's probably we kwetu tulikuwa tunazianika, so I never learned that.
Yes.
But as far as taking care of a man, a lot of women, most women, we are wired that way. So because we are nurturers, we will get into this relationship and decide this is the man for me much more faster than men. But I want to say, I have met men who within the first month they know this is my wife.
Yeah.
I have had people who
I am
say,
one of them,
I
Grace.
met this girl and I told her, I'll marry you, wait and see.
Okay.
So there are people
1
who
month.
yeah, hata si 1 month.
Ngoja.
Nimekutana na wewe and I just felt it. You see? And then over time, I used to have a friend, Kitambo.
Yes.
And I used to ask him, dude, leave this chick alone. She's not into you. And do you know today they've been married for many years.
How many years? Very many?
I think it's many because we were in college then, 20
Where?
years ago.
And everything
no,
is fine?
20-something years
Everything
ago.
is fine for them. Okay. Awesome. Amazing. Mweni,
Yes.
nikuulize 90 days. Why did you choose 90 days? And number 2, did he accept it willingly? Or he was like, haina shida. Then on day 2, he's like, minda kukam kwako manzejo. Kama sikuji basi, wache story ishe.
Unachoma.
Well, I think the 90 days, I think there's this movie, Think Like a Man.
Yes.
acts.
Yes.
Well, for me at that time, I didn't have any particular reason as to why I chose the 90
It
days.
just came to your mind.
Yeah, it just came to my mind, and I was
Okay.
like, if he wants it, he'll wait for the 90 days.
Okay.
So, wacha ndakuwa honest. So,
My friend, brace yourself.
the first 1 week, he was okay, but then he was very, very fine. He was actually very supportive about the 90-day rule. Now, after now, the first week, the second week, si you come, si ukuje, niko na kanyama hapa.
Things become thick, yeah.
As in, like, you could see, he's actually struggling,
Yeah.
but I wanted him to struggle so that I can see how
Well,
he can actually...
You're making it look like it was a punishment of sorts. I wanted
Well,
it was?
it was.
Oh my God.
Because at that
Carry
time,
on.
you know, first of all, you know, I'm small, I'm naive, and then I don't want to get my heart broken. And then, like I said, I'm in
You
my
were just
first
from-
year.
Okay.
Yes, I'm from another relationship. So I didn't want to actually enter into something and then not get something out of it.
Okay.
And also not give him something out of it.
True.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
90
for the 90
days.
days, it was just a random pick.
Yeah. So from the
Yeah.
second week, akaanza kukusumbua.
Akaanza
Did it
kunisumbua.
persist rather?
Yeah, it did. He actually invited me for a wedding because I think our first date was a wedding, his friend's wedding.
Yani, brother, ulipeleka dem for free pilau, free chapati.
Free chapa.
Yani, hata kuspend.
You have to play smart, man.
Bus fare.
Transport.
And for
I
the
had to play
transport,
smart.
he didn't even pay anything because the
Mulipatwa
parents...
lift?
Actually, the parents
Hush.
used to live in Nakuru.
Okay.
So he had the mother's car. So we were sorted. Yeah, so that was our first
I fueled
date.
them.
Ati
You
you
fueled.
fueled. Ona
I
venye
fueled.
ati you fueled though.
I fueled.
Chances are hiyo gari ingefika na ingine. Yeah, so
But I
wedding.
can actually give him some heads up because after the wedding, he
Yeah.
actually took me to a spa date. Unajua mwanaume ni kujikaza. So when he saw that I was not interested after the wedding, he took me to a spa date. And you know, for me, this was my first time going to a spa.
Yeah.
Me, kule nimelelewa, those things, you just see them in the movies. So this was my first time going
Hata
to
mimi
a
sijaenda
spa.
spa.
Huko kwenu huko.
Hata mimi kweli sijaenda spa. Kitui changu ndio hapa hapa bonza. Waiki ndo spa. Actually, river Kwake is dry. Our rivers are all dry.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds awesome. Okay, I want us to take a short break, but when we come back, the things that I want us to tackle will include now the thorns in the roses, because I mean, before you get to the flowery part, of course, kuna thorns. The 90-day rule, you know, how hard or how easy or difficult was it?
Yeah.
And also in terms of the challenges, the things that sometimes, because I've had couples, sometimes they even wake up and you do not want to look at your partner. I don't know how true that is because me, I was married for only 10 days. Yeah, so we'll look at all that. So do brace yourself. And of course, Grace will try and assist us in understanding the psychology behind that. So we do take a short break. When we return, of course, the Motweris will give us an insight into the tips finding love.